Hello everybody, I'm Jeffrey Przinski, and today I'm playing Star Trek Starfleet Academy. And in the last mission, the cadets actually were in a very interesting situation. Their ship was split into the opposites of them, or the subconscious of them. So the captain of that ship went to attack a planet that was now awarded to the Klingon Empire, where the captain's uncle had passed away because he was defending that planet. So, Chekhov's missions were actually very intense. I mean, he actually got called out for finding somebody else attractive and everything, and it's very interesting to see what the unknown out there will do to you. So let's go ahead and see what's next for the cadets today, right now.
Starfleet finally struck back. The Klingons have gone too far this time. Those marauding,
What's going on?
The USS Sentinel just fought a couple birds of prey in the neutral zone.
The engagement ended inconclusively, with no ships destroyed and no loss of life.
He wants to start a fight.
The captain of the Sentinel showed the Federation how a true Starfleet captain acts.
Interesting speech. What makes you any braver?
I'm braver because I'll take action. When we're in charge, we'll put the Klingons in their place.
Leave him be, David. I can't believe you're supporting him. He's making sense.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong. You're the one who... I liked the other David Forrester better.
What are you gonna do?
Trouble with the crew, Forrester?
Listen, you handle your crew. I'll handle mine. Come on.
We need a captain like Kirk to avenge Bicea.
Cadet's log. I asked Captain Sulu about Milan's Vanguard speeches today. He said that Starfleet follows the policy of IDIC, infinite diversity in infinite combinations. This means we have to respect Milan's beliefs even if we disagree with them. I've got to admit, it's hard to respect a belief that doesn't respect the rights of others. But I'll try to do my best for the command staff and for Starfleet.
The Federation Council President formally apologized to the Klingon High Council over the aggressive actions by the USS Sentinel.
What?
The Klingons concede that the discharge of weapons was based on a misunderstanding.
Oh, I don't believe it. They sold us out.
Face it, Milan, you're wrong.
But the Federation apologized to butchers.
Sit down.
I'm not gonna sit down. It's the Federation's future that's at stake here. I can't watch this.
He is way out of line.
Lofty words for someone who refuses to get involved.
I'm worried about her.
Me too.
Andorians are different, David. Their ways with dealing with grief have nothing to do with being calm. This Ice Queen act is bizarre.
Yeah, it's unnerving to see her so controlled.
David, it's affecting the team's performance.
All right.
So what am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know, but you better come up with something fast, or all our hard work is going right out the airlock.
Thanks, Jeff. I'll think about it.
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and save that game. Check out the crew. 92% only still for Captain Forrester. Brady's starting to improve, I believe. Okay. And yeah, it's not doing so hot. All right, let's continue on.
For several years, we've been receiving subspace distress calls from the HIA system just outside of Gorn space. These signals seem to come from every known race in the quadrant, as well as several races we've never heard from before. We've tried answering these beacons, but have received no reply. Go to the HIA system and determine the source of these signals and hopefully stop them by solving any problems.
Captain's log, stardate 3262.4. We're en route to the HIA system to investigate a strange set of subspace distress calls. We don't know why so many different races would be in distress in a single system, but I guess that's what we'll find out.
Course laid in, Captain.
Okay, let's get going. Interesting thing about the Gorn, though, is that who they're from the original series. I don't ever remember seeing one of their ships in the original series.
We're being hailed by everyone. All of the known space-traveling races in this quadrant. And a few I've never heard of before.
How many ships are there, Mr. Sturck?
None, sir. The messages appear to originate from HIA 5.
Return the hails, Magia.
They don't seem to be responding. Wait. They've changed. There are several sources now. One of them is repeating our hail.
Captain, this phenomenon may be a type of subspace resonance, capturing and repeating all subspace messages broadcast within the system.
If that's what it is, then it's coming from the moons of that gas giant. All the messages are originating from there.
I am now scanning for life forms known to be capable of surviving in these conditions. I have found the source of the broadcast, Captain. There are approximately 40 silicon-based life forms within the ring segments indicated by Ensign Magia.
The messages just changed, Captain. Mostly random exclamations. I think they're reacting to Mr. Sturck's probes.
That would indicate these beings are capable of detecting and emitting subspace frequencies.
Captain, a Gorn ship is approaching from the other side of the sun.
Perhaps its captain can answer some of our questions.
There's no response, Captain.
There's the Gorn ship.
Hailing channel open, Captain.
This is Captain Sushin of the Gorn Harvester ship Sweet Song. Why is a human starship in this system?
I am Captain David Forrester of the United Federation of Planets. We are responding to a number of subspace distress calls that are coming from this system.
There are no other ships in this space but yours and mine. Ah, you must be referring to the mimics.
What are the mimics?
A space-dwelling life form. They generate their own warp phenomenon and travel between the stars. More important, they receive subspace transmissions and repeat them. This makes them a prized commodity on the Gorn homeworld. They can be quite entertaining.
In what way are they entertaining, Captain?
When given the right subspace inducement, those creatures sing along the subspace bands. We then take the sound into an audible band that is delightful to listen to. Now, I must harvest some mimics for the next concert. They do not fare well in captivity and must be constantly replaced.
Gorn, is there any change in the status of the Gorn ship? Sturck, what is your estimate of the intelligence level of these mimics? Sturck, what kind of vessel are we dealing with here? Thank you for the... Sturck, have these mimics shown up anywhere else in known space? Thank you for the information, Captain Sushin. Now, please leave the system while we continue to study these mimics. I assure you they will not be harmed. Sturck, have these mimics shown up anywhere? Gorn, is there any change in... Sturck, what is your estimate of the intelligence level of these mimics?
Captain, the fact that these mimics use distress calls when the Gorn ship approaches indicates that they have a modicum of intelligence. They seem to be aware that the appearance of the Gorn Harvester presents a danger to them.
Hailing frequency open, Captain.
Captain, I must ask you to cease your activities. These mimics are in danger from your actions. Captain, if you take that ship anywhere near those mimics, I'll blow you out of the system. Thank you for your explanation of the situation, Captain. We'll leave you to go about your business. Captain,
Captain David Forrester, this interference in Gorn traditions will not be taken lightly. Leave this system now, before I am forced to call on the Royal Gorn Navy.
I must ask you to leave the system now, Captain. Please, do not make me enforce my request. I'm not taking any more of this, Sushin. Mr. Gorn, I assure you, Captain, that we will defend the mimics from your actions. I must ask you to leave the system. I assure you, Captain, that we will defend the mimics from your actions. I must ask you to leave the system.
Very well, Captain. I will return to Gorn space. But I will send the Gorn Navy to deal with you.
The Gorn vessel is leaving the system, sir.
Captain, we may be able to save the mimics by taking them from the system.
Sturrock, I want you to come up with a method of luring the mimics away from this area. While that's happening, we can orbit HIA 5 to stay hidden. Magia, update Starfleet about our situation. While that's happening, we can orbit HIA 5 to stay hidden.
They should have to leave their area of space.
Captain, there is a ship entering the system. It seems to be a Gorn military vessel.
The ship is of an older Dragon class of Gorn light cruisers. Given its age, the Long Flame and the Tempest are an even match.
Federation vessel. This is Captain Zeshar of the Gorn Naval Destroyer Long Flame. State your business in our space.
Captain Zashar, we are here to defend the mimics from possible genocide by your people. We do not intend to leave the system without assurances from your government that they are safe. We are here to defend the mimics that your people have been driving to near extinction. Turn your ship around and get out of the system or we will open fire. We are going to make sure your people cease killing the mimics. We are Captain Zashar. We are here to defend the mimics from possible...
I am here to protect the mimics from the harvesters. Perhaps you've seen some, human. I assure you that no true Gorn would kill these magnificent wonders.
I am glad to hear it. You ought to look out for a ship called the Sweet Song. If we had not been here, he would have harvested mimics without you being aware of the fact.
Our patrols in this area are limited. Many are unwilling to give up the pleasure of listening to the mimics. But perhaps we could come to an agreement between the Gorn and the humans to patrol this region together.
That sounds like an excellent idea, Captain. I shall notify the Federation and Starfleet. Perhaps something can be arranged.
Captain, something is warping into the system.
Whoa.
They're powering up their shields and weapons.
Captain, all of the messages have changed into distress call.
support has been hit. Upper shields down. Upper shields are at critical, sir. Upper shields online. Port side shields repaired. Forward shields repaired. Upper shields down to 50%.
We lost warp engines. At least I think that was warp engines.
I'm receiving a message from Starfleet. We're to return to Starbase immediately.
Course laid in. Forward shields online.
The mimics are not responding, Captain. They are using broadcast replications. Mostly musical wave patterns.
Okay. Alright, let's start heading back then. Okay. I guess that's it. I guess there was a few different ways that this mission could have went, and I didn't really want to go the route of luring them away from that spot, because then, you know, what if they would just find them in that new location?
Forward shields repaired.
Thank you. We actually had to, you know, fix the actual issue, and that was, you know, people harvesting them. So to stop that, you know, just increase patrols around that area where they're at. All right, let's go ahead. And hail
Hailing
service.
frequency open.
Mission accomplished.
By chasing off the Harvester and negotiating with the Gorn naval vessel, you showed both decisiveness and diplomacy. You have solved the mission in the best possible way. Congratulations. Excellent, Cadet. Your score and performance on this scenario were well above average.
Wow. Well, that wasn't too bad. All right, let's go ahead and save this game. All right, and let's check on the crew. Captain Forrester still 92. All right, looks like everybody's still staying the same. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and quit out right now, but I'll see you all next time.